Hello, it's Aubrey Bush with Easy School Marketing, and today I'm going to talk to you about 4 mistakes small schools make with their websites. Okay, I know, I think the topic's exciting, and you should too, because your website is pretty important. I know nowadays people are like, social this, social that, but your website is a home where people could go and kind of check out everything that has to do with your school. So it is important. Okay, so what mistakes are happening for small school websites? Let's chat. Number 1. Okay, this is huge, and I would say this is the biggest one. I see a lot of small schools hiring other people to do their websites, and then hiring other people to change their websites. So they pay a lot of money for people to build them the perfect website that will be out of date in probably 2 to 3 years. Maybe earlier. And this perfect website needs someone who knows coding, or they need to pay a fee, monthly fee, to have it changed or to have anything updated on their site, whether it be photos, words, pages, stuff like that. So over time, the cost of producing this website is huge. The reliance on other people is huge. Other people's platform support is huge, instead of actually taking the time to build it themselves. Now, a lot of small schools are like, oh, we don't have time to do that. It's just add up the time and money you're going to spend on paying someone else to do your site, paying, someone to change your site and make changes to it. And it's huge. Your site needs to be dynamic. It really needs to change. It needs to be able to feature current photos. It needs to have the most up-to-date information on it. It needs to be able to flow and change with marketing trends. So that's why I say, hey, take it on. There's so many sites out there that are easy, plug and play, build, that even your least tech-savvy person with a easily and free online course can put together a website. They can do it, and you can do it, and then you can update it easily. There should always be someone, at least 2 people, on your staff who can update your site. If they can't, that's a problem. So that's number 1. Number 2 is small schools are often choosing sites that don't host video off-site, so by a third party. So for example, or they don't have video on their site at all. So the problem with this is video is huge in the future. So if you don't have a site that hosts video, which doesn't slow down your site, okay, so it needs to be hosted off your site, then you have a big problem, because video is the future, and you need to be able to easily upload and change out and put new video on your site, because video engages people, video engages your prospective families, and video connects people. It's huge. So if you don't have a site that does that, then you're not going to win in the long run with engaging people. And number 3 has to do with kind of just what I mentioned, but your prospective and current families. Your site needs to serve both. And if you're not thinking, how is this user friendly to my prospective parents and to my current families, then your site is not effective. It's just, I guess, a beautiful piece of art that lives out on the web. So remember, how is this serving both those people? And finally, the last one. I see so many sites that are so text heavy. I think as educators, we want to explain the methodologies behind things. We want to use big words. We like to use insider language. But it's really important to speak how parents speak, and to understand what parents are thinking and what they might call something, not what you might call something. So it is important for you to understand your audience and write to them and on their level, and with very little text, not a whole bunch of text. Use video, photos to tell the story, and text is kind of like the smaller blurbs here and there. So I hope this was helpful. I would love for you to share your website with me and tell me why you love it. Thanks, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Find me on LinkedIn. Take care. Bye.